What's up, people? How goes it? How goes it? How goes it? Good to see everybody. Good to see everybody. Ah, no. Did you? That's not good. I hope Tiny's okay. Thank you guys for liking the live. Good to see you all. Good to see you all. You know what I'm excited for? Oh, hey, Shark. Oh, I'm so excited. I want to tell somebody that, like, I admire what I recently purchased in the mail and, like, what my plans are. I'm going to edit, like, what's up? What up, Shark?
All right, man. I had a dream last night. I think it's from the Holy Spirit. All right, so you're gonna tell me if I can see the future.
Okay.
Okay, my dream last night was of you getting lightsabers.
What the No. Stop. No. You're joking.
What?
No, I think you're joking.
What do you mean? Joking about what?
I think you heard me say that on someone's live.
Where?
That's crazy, Shark. What?
What? Was it right?
Yeah.
Nice. I'm getting better at it.
Oh my god. Shark, no, you heard me say
I'm
that.
telling you, man. The Platon. Like, listen, man. I'm not gonna be able to convince you of the dream I had. Like, you're gonna believe what you're gonna believe, but I'm getting better at the Platonic realm, man.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to do some investigating.
Yeah, you gotta look into Neoplatonism. I've been telling you.
But no, like I bought lightsabers off the TikTok shop. I'm gonna use them for a promo video that I am filming for an upcoming debate event.
Now, come on, Coco. Think about what you could ask me to determine whether or not. Come on.
What?
You can test it.
What color were the handles?
Very good. Oh, the handles. Nice. Yeah, you could have just done the lightsabers too.
Oh, I mean, like they can turn into any color.
Yeah.
Tiny got bananaed again already.
Damn.
Oh,
For misinformation.
dang.
That's what happens when you say God doesn't exist.
No, there was Flat Earth Imps was there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm actually sorry about that. I never.
Waffle Steve?
What'd you say? Goldfish
Waffle
waffle
Steve?
bee?
What's up right here, right now?
He's just making noise.
Thank you, Sway.
I got lightsabers.
Et des jambes?
Does anyone know where my flip flops are?
But no, I can't wait till these things are fully charged. I think they're durable. I touched the blade.
That's
like,
what she said.
Like, you know, I'm going to smack it against, like, a tree or something.
That's what she said.
For the past month, I've been getting banned a lot more frequently. I think I'm being targeted.
Wow.
I'm sorry about that, Tiny. I would never wish that on anyone.
It's me.
Fuck you.
Damn.
Hi.
Nice. Say it again. No, I didn't believe you when you said it the first time. Say it again.
Yeah, fuck you.
Nice.
It's me. Hi.
Go
I'm the
and
problem with me.
perform fornication upon thyself.
What?
Did you watch that shit right here?
Excuse? What?
Yeah, I did. I was recording you.
Dude, I fucking
Video?
I worked her so hard.
If it's by work, you mean got her mad, then yeah, you did. But
Or other platforms.
All right, man.
It wouldn't surprise me. That's what
I
bitches do.
disagree, but I love you.
Oh,
What do you
my
mean?
Why does that sound like Chris? Is that Chris?
No, that's Jesse.
Oh.
It's me. Just know it's me.
But that does sound like
It
Chris.
does sound like Chris.
Dude, really? This is like the fourth person that said that. Like, I'm not. And I'm not
Wow.
Chris, and I'm not
you
Whit,
talk
and-
shit about Bart.
What's up, Chris?
Dude,
Where are my
I don't even know
flip-flops?
Chris.
I saw Bart the other day. He was back on TikTok.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I really saw Bart.
No, you didn't.
What do you... Fuck you. Yes, I did.
You were in the platonic realm, dumb fuck.
Damn.
Damn, that's
Well,
crazy.
either way, then I still saw it. GG. Cooked. Try again.
Are you gonna post that on your YouTube?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Nice.
Because you know why? Because you said it's kind of anti-Semitic to say that slavery's in the Bible, don't you think? You're sounding a little North Korea. That's what you
I
said.
got she was being really North Korean.
That is not correct, but it was a good debate, as from her end, and you were rage baity. So
Bullshit. You're an idiot.
I know that you think I'm an idiot, but I love your performance. I just don't think it was very substantive. But it was rhetorical as hell.
I'm not gonna lie. I have stolen my insults from a lot of the people that I'm no longer friends with or probably enemies with. I've taken like Bart's insults, I've taken Cartesian's insults, and then I'm kind of like making my own insults.
Mark's insults today.
What about this? You look like you eat the outside of an orange.
Nah. What about this? You look like you should eat ball bearings and go get an MRI.
Cause like okay, so Bart used
That's
to
a better one.
so Bart would go around and call people like dumb fucks, and I've been calling people dumb fucks recently.
That's not okay. Listen, if you don't start being creative, you're gonna piss me off. You think that it's rhetorical to just like cuss at somebody?
Wait,
Yeah.
hold on.
Yeah, I think it's
But
fine.
then- wait, hold on. And then Cartesian would call people like brain dead. I'm like, I've been calling people brain dead.
Okay, how about this? Can you steal from me and call people semantically illiterate when they use words that they can't define?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Thank
It's
you.
not about him being creative. He just should steal from smart people like Darth Dawkins.
Oh my god.
How does he insult people?
Can you wait real quick? Can you define smart?
Me?
No, him. He just used it.
What the hell?
Yeah, so he's
Excuse me.
semantically
Well, I have to
illiterate.
choke on my own tongue.
Right, that's what I was doing.
You could say I'm just freeballing here, but you could say
Ow.
Sharks, you're ontologically obnoxious. You could say that.
Nice.
I was like thinking of stuff I could say at work, or not like at work.
I know what you can't say at work. You can't say that, Jenny's hot. I found that out today.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
know. Even though she's smoking.
What if you called somebody like a single-celled peanut brain anemic fuck?
Just whatever you do.
Peanuts
you're
are
gonna-
made of more than one cell.
If you're gonna call somebody a monkey, make sure you know what race they are first.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Like
Or
it's
you
me.
could-
Wait, is Chris here? Wait, hey
couldn't-
Chris.
That,
Yeah.
No, what happened to just calling people bitches? Like,
is that the
like.
atheist?
Wait, that's
I feel
what
like
Chris says. That's,
No, we set a really good foundation for calling people
wait, no.
bitches.
Chris
I really don't
literally
fucking know who Chris.
Wait,
Chris
okay,
literally. Chris
wait,
calling
Jesse.
everyone bitches was the standard.
would Chris say that God's a bitch?
She would say everyone's a bitch.
Jesse, can you please call me a troglodyte? I need to change that.
Troglodyte.
Long time
Oh my
no
god,
see.
that's Chris.
No, you might be Chris.
I was
Wait, you
wondering-
might be Chris.
Wait,
I
wait,
might. You know fucking
everybody-
what? I might fucking be.
Wait, no. Say
Everybody
something
hates
bad.
Chris.
Say something bad about Bart.
You guys just gaslight
Bart's a
people all
bitch.
day.
Oh yeah, that's not Chris.
That's not
Yeah.
Chris. No.
Yo, wait,
I know who Bart is, but I don't know what to say about him. Bart's a bitch.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah, that's not Chris.
Thank you.
I don't even believe him when he say what race he is, because that profile picture's facial features say Enrique Iglesias.
Who?
Well, you can't spell Enrique Iglesias.
I can.
Right here,
And-
right
and-
now.
and-
You actually know who
and-
this is. This is Jesse.
Actually,
I know. I'm just
Okay.
stroking the
So
fire.
now there's about to be a conspiracy that Jesse is Chris because everybody thinks that Jesse's. Oh my fucking god!
Yep.
All right.
I can spell Enrique.
Okay, I grant that. Nobody ever
Because-
thought that you could.
Because you were on this account, I thought you were Tiny's wife.
On God. Wait. Well. No.
That's an oxymoron.
Wow.
I mean, Tiny and I are getting married at the Creation Museum. Actually,
Damn.
Damn, we know what they're creating. They're creating love.
Define
Well,
love.
I thought children was the
we're
answer.
gonna
We're
tailgate.
creating a
The highest
better,
object
better
state.
future without God.
Wait, Shark.
Yeah.
Actually, can I talk to you about that?
Love is the highest ontic state.
Nice. Oh yeah, that's God. GG. You're not an atheist.
Wait, hold on. Love would just be.
Yeah, it would be the highest ontic state. GG. You're cooked.
Wait, hold on. Okay, this might be stupid, but I want you to listen to what I have to say and then correct me and teach me. But love would just be okay. So let's say I'm destined to fall in love with somebody. It basically starts with me looking at them and then chemicals going off in my brain and I'm like, wow, that person's attractive. And then
That's lust.
That's begging the question that you fall in love with somebody that you're attracted to.
Okay, wait,
Nice.
hold on. And then we become friends. And then over time, I find out wow, we have a really cool dynamic. And then your brain starts to form ties to them, right? And isn't love just your brain attaching to somebody? It's just a biological process.
Maybe to you, not to me.
Yeah.
I don't grant that.
You.
What would you say?
If you think we're just matter in motion.
Yeah, I hold that love is willing the good of another, even at the expense of sacrificing oneself.
I hold that love is like real life corn minus all the stuff that makes corn pretty cool.
But all
Nice.
all of that's just going to be like a process. Like
There's
a
definitely not a
byproduct.
contradiction with that either.
But like willing the good of another, and even
Right.
being willing to sacrifice yourself is just like a byproduct of your brain.
Well, yeah, but
I think that love is a homeless guy searching for treasure in the middle of the rain and finding a bag of gold coins, and then slowly realizing that they're all filled with chocolate. And even though he's heartbroken, he can't really complain because he was hungry in the first place.
I went to San Francisco a couple years ago to watch a baseball game, and there was a homeless man naked in the middle of the street washing his balls.
Good.
I went to New York
Keeping
and I
up with the
saw a
hygiene.
naked Captain
What's
Jack
this
Sparrow.
conversation?
I think that love is peeing in the pool.
Well, hang on. That's definitely not love, man. If
Why-
you pee
hang
in somebody's
on.
pool, you
We need
don't
the
love
argument
them.
now. Like,
Yeah.
why is that love?
Because
Okay, wait,
that's
okay.
getting real comfortable, you know?
Okay,
Wait,
okay.
that's wait. Yeah, you're
Real-
confused.
So
You're
wait,
confused.
comfortable is love?
that's-
But what
wait,
if?
no,
hang
that's
on. What if
intimate.
there's a gift that keeps on giving with that?
That's no, see,
that's
no,
not a good
Zach.
gift.
Zach, that's intimate. That's not love.
That's
I think that
interesting.
I think is like love is like you know like
Spit it out.
like Maps and Dora. I think that love is kind of like that.
Matt.
Did that help you with your question, Coco?
No.
Okay.
Okay. So okay. In all seriousness, I think that yeah, love is just gonna be like your brain attaching to somebody, but it's also gonna be like your actions, right? Like I do agree, like risking your life.
Sounds like a stalker.
In all seriousness, love is just your recognition of your
Do you
soul's
think, hey,
counterpoint.
Coco? Do you think that stalkers are in
wait,
love?
wait. Love
Sorry?
is not interrupting people for sure.
Yeah, you're right. No, that's on me.
I think that love, in all seriousness, is
What are you
just
saying?
your recognition of your soul's counterpoint in another.
Wow, that was deep.
Yeah, it's from Wedding Crashers.
It's a good thing I don't love people.
Wow.
Damn, that's crazy.
You know who else doesn't love somebody? Chris. Wow.
That sounds like Chris.
That
You
is
can call
something
me
Chris would say.
fine. I am fine with being Chris. You know.
You know who else doesn't know what love is? That girl that they
What is
make
love?
in the movie The Fifth Element.
Baby,
Oh,
don't
wait, she's
hurt
here right
me.
now.
Don't hurt me.
No more.
Ooh.
No more.
Hi, Lilu. Lilu, do you think that Michael Jackson was innocent?
No,
Why did you ask
Innocent.
that?
What?
I
He
don't
was
think he was
absolutely
innocent.
That's actually insane. What?
Wait, Shark, you don't think he was guilty of making amazing music?
No, absolutely not. He's
Yeah,
innocent
that's
of
just kind
everything.
of trash, low-key.
I think he did it.
Like, that's insane. That's actually insane if you believe that.
Why?
Yeah, because all the evidence points in the opposite direction.
That's
What
not
is
true.
what is quote all the evidence end of
It's kind of
quote?
like Neil deGrasse Tyson in One Direction.
What?
What? Like Neil, the singer in One Direction?
But DeGrasse Tyson.
Yeah,
it
that's
was
his full
it
name.
was a joke like South Dakota Fanning. I get it.
I'm gonna be honest, I was giggling.
Like on the border of Hannah Montana and South Dakota Fanning.
But I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about this love thing. I can't just talk about it on the spot.
Yeah, have you thought about the unnatural thing?
Neil deGrasse
no,
Tyson chicken nuggets.
I think you have a point.
Thank you.
Do you believe in life after love?
Do you believe in love after love?
I can't wait.
Oh, sorry.
No, I can feel something inside me saying.
I saw J Mike talking to Rasol earlier today, and J Mike said out loud that he's been debating Rasol for years. This has been going on for years? Wow. Say that to his face. Well, his virtual profile picture. Wow.
He actually conceded to me.
You won't say that to his profile picture, though, will you?
He conceded to me. He blast tests. Did you know that?
Wow. I couldn't tell.
He blasts 250 mgs per week. He admitted it in a live. I remember.
Not strong enough.
Calm down, Mr. Roid Rage.
Did you say come down?
What? Excuse?
Huh?
Rewind.
Call
Say
him.
come.
That's
It's not a roll call.
Come.
Tiny. It's not a
Wait.
roll call, Tiny. But thank you.
I should
Pause.
call
You
him.
say
I should call her.
come.
You should call who?
I should call them.
Girls don't come.
Okay. Pause.
You know what else? Hang on. Blue
I
balls
got
doesn't
it.
exist either. Prove to me blue balls exist.
What is happening?
I don't think they
Well,
do.
What does blue balls
They
mean?
don't.
Well,
It's like
Thank
an
y'all.
aching in your
Okay.
soul.
So you admit that blue balls doesn't exist. Thank you.
I don't know what it means.
I love that. Thank you.
Wait, do you actually do you genuinely not, or are you just pulling her leg?
No, I don't know what she means. What does that mean?
Pulling your legs. Not gonna do
you're
it.
you have you, oh.
Hello.
Often associated with blue balls.
Nice.
Women don't come.
No.
Wait, can you substantiate that claim?
Yeah.
I have no personal anecdotal experience of that.
Oh my god.
That's so sad.
Oh, does it surprise you?
Sharks, don't you have kids?
Yeah.
Unfortunate, brother.
You should call her.
Oh, he should not call her. He should send her a rose. That's what he should do. And apologize to her.
Oh my god.
That's what he should do. Send her a
Well,
rose
thanks, they
and
sell.
apologize.
Wait,
And
wait.
they move back and forth really fast, and
Not
I
the flower.
promise it'll work.
Missy,
hold-
calm down.
Wait.
Oftentimes it's not speed; it's just a consistent rhythm. And usually, when there is a consistent rhythm and it's called out, and they say "don't stop," usually the guy will stop and he'll start going way faster, and that's
Yes,
not
and
actually
it's
helpful.
Why are you
annoying.
guys talking about coming?
Wait, sorry.
Oh
if,
my God.
If somebody says stop, I'm stopping.
They say don't.
No,
stop,
as in
and
don't stop.
Yeah, and you get all excited and you start jackhammering when it's really just-
Jackhammering? What?
Christianity.
What? Do you hear
I don't
that we're
think you
talking
should,
about
Faith.
something more important?
Yes.
This is groundbreaking. We need to
Arguably, this is the most
You
important
need
thing
to
for me
order
right
her
now.
one of these sharks, send it to her, and just say,
Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
goodness, I have that
Be done with
exact
it.
one.
Wait, I'm
Mwah.
taking
I
Wait,
am
I'm
not
taking-
racist. What are you talking about?
taking
What?
notes.
You're taking notes on the
Wait,
rose?
no, if you genuinely need notes, I got you.
On the rose?
Why
No,
is
I'm
you?
trying-
Wait. Why is
Why are
Faith
you
being
gonna
so
use
racist?
it?
Wait. Okay, so
Is the rose racist?
wait. Step
What's
one.
racist?
Well, yeah, because it's only red.
Why
Step
is
one,
why is Faith being so racist? I don't get it.
Keep a consistent rhythm. Don't jackhammer.
Coco!
It's not.
Coco,
it's-
if you
Coco,
want
just think of this.
to
Think-
okay,
I
wait.
No,
I have the
stop. He's
biggest
almost there.
advice.
Stop.
Read erotica novels.
No!
Absolutely.
No, because then Coco will start pretending to be a dragon or something. He'll read the wrong ones.
Coco doesn't read.
No, I can give him some good advice. I do this
No,
as
no.
it's a
Don't
hobby.
send Coco anything else
How
to
you
read.
become a dragon, though?
What is wrong with the
That's
dragon?
why I've been
Have you never heard of
doing it.
baddragon.com? Come on.
Yeah, but that's equivocating on dragon, of course.
Do you know they have dragon schmildos?
Yeah,
Okay.
they have.
Yes,
Now,
yes,
they
they
have
do.
this-
Oh my
They
god.
have
They
bear
also
claws.
have tentacle
They have
ones
bear
as well.
claws. They have tentacles. They have all kinds of things.
This is
They have
a
all
very
kinds of things that y'all don't have.
this is a very inappropriate conversation.
I
for
think the
TikTok.
TikTok shop is great.
This is literally
I also think the TikTok shop is great. I actually recently got the little ouchies
wait.
from
Faith.
TikToks.
Why is
Shop.
Faith being so racist?
Faith.
It sounds like she found a tentacle.
Do
That's
we
all.
need to call somebody?
I don't know.
Did she just get abducted?
Wait, you came in at the wrong time. This is not
Anyway, sorry you have to see us like this.
nothing about.
Wait,
this is
that's what
Christian.
Shark does. Shark always comes at the wrong time.
What happened?
Ah,
what are we
that's true.
talking
That's
about?
true.
You don't.
His
wanna know.
wife can attest to it.
What are
Yep.
we talking about?
No, wait, you don't want to know, man. It's
You
been
said
It's-
that women don't come.
That's true. I did say
What?
that.
Oh my
That's
god.
not true.
Well, I wouldn't know. How would I know?
Oh my god.
You wouldn't know, Shark.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Oh, see. No, wait, hang on. Here's
This
the guy who
conversation
knows.
is quite revealing.
Hello, Jambar. You would know.
No, he wouldn't.
Anyway, why should I return to Christianity?
Well, usually it happens after I explain to them the past transformations, and you know.
Wait, I'm
Well,
taking notes. So like, learn philosophy.
Wait, Julian has a pro-choice accent. Why are
If
we
that's like
asking
an
him?
actual picture, I would low-key go show my collection. No
What?
cap. Honestly.
What? Huh?
Did you say
No cap.
collection? Like Pokemon
Yes,
cards?
collection.
Oh, I think you mean
We show our
collection.
collection. We show our collections to each other like Pokemon cards.
I think
Oh my
it's collection.
goodness. Oh my goodness.
This is wrong.
No, it's not. Why is it
What?
wrong?
Wrong in the normative sense?
Oh,
Yeah, wait,
Okay, why
objectively?
half the
Wait,
people
are we
mo-
talking about like morality
Yeah,
wrong?
wait, Coco, how do you
I have
ground that?
one
What's
question.
I
P1?
Thinking
technically
about
am breaking the
morality.
law in Texas.
Wait,
What?
Missy, why are you moaning before you speak?
What?
What do you mean? She's trying to do your accent.
Me?
I bought lightsabers today.
Well, yeah, but my accent is natural.
Lightsabers? What did you get? What handles? What colors?
Well, they're not like any like classical Star Wars handles, but I got them off the TikTok shop.
Wait. You're saying that you got
talking about?
lightsabers, but you
Wait,
didn't
wait,
get a
wait,
certificate.
Missy, it's not the toy. It's not the toy lifesaver. It's a real one. It's
No,
not the
yeah, I
light.
know.
Okay,
I've been really
just make
wanting
sure.
to get my own.
That lightsaber.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been wanting to get my own combat lightsaber. That was not being facetious. I legitimately love Star Wars.
Has anybody on this panel lost a debate to Cliff?
Name 3 of the movies.
I could name 3 of the Clone Wars episodes. For you if you want.
Name 3 of the movies, and it can't be 4, 5, or 6.
Don't do
It
that.
can't be 4, 5, or 6. We
Yeah.
got
7.
Phantom Menace. We got Attack of the Clones. We got Revenge of the Sith, and then we have 4, 5, 6.
Why didn't you just say 1, 2, and 3?
Because you said to say the names.
Yeah, the Star Wars 1, Star Wars 2, Star Wars 3.
Yep, those are the names.
Mm.
You could have also said.
You know. I don't deserve
Missy, do you know the
this
type
shit.
token distinction?
No, can you explain it to me?
I know what a token is.
Guys, can you please stop bullying the woman on the panel? I mean, it's obvious they're not.
I
up
actually
to-
really enjoy this.
Nobody's bullying anybody.
Can you
like-
stop? Can you stop assuming their gender?
Yeah.
Oh, look, I can tell their gender by their intellect. I mean,
Damn.
Oh man, you dumb. That was a good
I wish
one.
you didn't do that.
Nice.
I wish you didn't do that. Like I could tell like someone's gender by the fact that they're talking like a 2-old XY. Like
A what?
that
Another
tracks.
What was
That
that?
tracks.
Old X white.
A
Was that
2-old
English?
XY. A
Why
2-old
do we have
XY.
Chris up here?
Also
Look,
tell
can
the
someone-
gender
wait,
by
wait.
the emotional reaction to a joke.
wait, you know,
Damn.
you know
Damn.
AAVE, right? Can you translate what they said?
Oh yeah, I was
No,
translating
I'm
your genetics
offended.
too.
What?
I was saying the fact that you only have 2 holes and that you have XY chromosomes.
Wait, you only have 2 holes?
I have 3.
You do.
Well, I have a lot
Like
more than.
9
There's a
holes.
lot of holes. I
Wait,
have
you
a lot
There's
of
actually about
holes.
7.
I
There's
have
actually
way
about-
more than 2
There's
holes. I don't know what's wrong
there's
with
actually
you.
about 7, but down there's only 2.
Are
for
we
you.
also going to be talking about vessels and?
Wait, aren't there 3 down there? Hello?
For men? You got 3?
No, for you.
Nodes.
Yes, we have
But
3.
Oh my
but I'm
God,
talking
Shark.
about him. I'm
Yeah,
talking
but
about
Shark,
him.
you're actually lost.
I
No,
mean,
but she
no.
said 2. No, she said 2.
You're
I
confusing my
said
nodes.
2-old
Is your name-
XY
is your name-
to the
wait,
person
is your
that has
name-
2 holes.
Is your name Shark? It should be Dolphin because it sounds like you have a hole in your head.
That was really
I
funny,
actually have a
Metal
hole in my
Max.
head.
I'm gonna fail the
I
test.
wish it was bigger, Missy.
I really hate that. That was
You wish what was bigger?
I'm sorry.
Pause.
ugh.
That was really mean, X Mad World X. I would apologize.
No,
sorry,
it was
I'm
just
sorry,
the
I'm sorry.
image.
Image of what?
A bigger
Jesus.
hole in somebody's head.
Oh, I thought you wanted something else bigger.
So wait, is it
What are
true
you
you
guys
have?
talking about?
No, wait, you don't want to know.
Holes.
Wait, so it's true. There's 3 holes, but I also have 3 holes. So I'm confused.
What?
Do you?
Timber,
They're
Do I
talking
have
about
to
if
start
somebody were
counting?
to below the belt.
Timber,
you-
is it because you're black?
Wow.
What?
Yeah, I think that might be it. Whit.
What did that
Thank
mean?
you.
Wow.
That's enough for me today, gentlemen.
We're gonna get canceled.
Bro, someone come play Repo with me.
What does that mean?
No.
What does it mean to be
No.
canceled? What does that mean?
Play-
Your
play
your
with-
internet
Just like
career is
socially
over,
outcasts, but you know that. You're just trolling.
and people.
Like, I was
will-
just asking questions, so.
Yeah, wait, I have a question for you. Did you
What's
gain any
that?
weight recently? I'm just asking questions.
Did I gain any weight recently?
Yeah, I'm just asking
No, I
questions.
lost weight actually.
Oh, really?
What's happening?
You know, depression.
Oh no.
Hey,
Wait.
nothing tastes as good as skinny feels.
That's true.
Have you tried Ozempic?
Oh my god.
No. Don't
My-
do it.
My red dot take weight off. That's Accutane Ozempic.
Do you guys think that humans are actually social creatures?
Well, humans, yes. You, no.
I don't see how humans are social creatures. Like familial creatures, that's fine, but social in the way.
Wait.
No.
Can I perform a poem I just thought of?
Please.
Of course.
I don't see how humans are social creatures, he
Wonderful.
said to a group of people in front of 100 people. Thank you.
Thank
that
you
the
for
end?
Shark.
that, X-Mod X Rolex. That was a
I
really
think
good
that
poem.
we are those sharks.
Slam
Like, I
poetry,
think
'cause I just
I think
dunked on that guy.
often Shark, I think often about when we all had our nuts on Geo's face. Like, I think that was
Yeah,
being pretty social.
that was pretty social, but I think that's more like tribal.
Wait,
tribal
Wait, I
nuts to
don't
the face.
understand. Why is Jesse's voice coming out of Tiny's mouth?
Because this is Tiny, I just have a sore throat.
That's Chris.
Weird.
Yeah, wait.
What the hell
The
is
fact that you
happening
can't
here?
hear that's Chris is weird.
Oh my god.
Well, there's something happening there. I got it.
wait, please don't let them talk to you like this.
Jambar, I thought you liked it when people put me in my place.
Wow.
No, I mean, don't let them talk to you like this. It's very disgusting.
Some,
Okay.
of, some of the conversations we have scare me.
I like
Easily
this dress.
Coco, when is your next formal debate? It's going to be 5 hours long.
Amber, you know what happens when you keep yapping, right?
What happened?
You experience more racism.
Wow.
What? So okay, that's unacceptable. Can someone please remove this whip person from the panel? I feel unsafe.
Le Poisson Steve.
What do you guys think about Parker showing up to Charlie Kirk's thing? A little weird?
Dude, yes.
Okay, so you agree that it's weird, that he's kind of like following him around? Okay.
No, I agree that it's fucking awesome. Fuck.
No, I think
Wait, Parker and Dean showing up at Charlie Kirk's thing. Yeah, I think if they were trying to make his face even smaller, then yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Wait,
I mean-
Coco, listen. I'm gonna ask you a question, and I just need you to answer me yes or no. Okay?
Yeah.
Give me mod, please.
No.
I'd give it to him, me personally.
Well, you realize he said, "Give me mod, please," and that was a command, not a question.
No, there was a question mark at the end. It was implied, you dumb fuck.
Wow.
If I have
No,
to tell
I
you,
have a feeling
my
he's going
God.
to drop me because he probably doesn't like whoever Chris is and he thinks I'm Chris.
X-Med X, this is why you're not getting mod. You called. Why would you say that to me?
Who's Bambi?
wait,
Hi,
is
Bambi.
this actually Jambar 11? I thought. Remember when I was engaging with your troll account? And I
Yeah,
didn't realize?
this is the real Jumbo 11.
I'm so sorry. Okay, I don't even deserve to be modding here because I'm too busy modding on Clubhouse for you.
Exactly. Right. I mean, I thought you knew where your loyalty stood. Apparently not.
No, I do know. I do know. I just thought that, you know,
Zach, you're disgusting.
I'm actually stunned into silence right now. I'm stun locked.
At least
Yeah, know
he's
your
asking-
place.
At least he's asking for mods from a black person. That's cool.
Yeah, maybe I need to replace X-Med
Why is that
X with
cool?
Please no.
Do you think it's
Jambar,
possible to
I'm so
create a
serious.
new punctuation mark?
Yes.
My
No,
life is
I'm
balanced right
down.
now.
I'm down for this conversation.
Okay, yeah. Can we create a new punctuation mark?
No,
If-
shut up,
No.
bitch.
Sorry.
Why shouldn't
Oh
we?
my.
No, I'm good. I've been paid by people to call them worse. Like, what should it be?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking.
I don't know. What should it represent?
Oh,
I don't
thank
know.
you
That's
for
what I'm
the
asking.
coins.
I
Thank you
just
for
came up with the
coins.
question.
Wait, what the?
Thank you
Oh
for the
wow!
coins.
I
Thank you
guess
for the
I guess
coins.
Maybe you should do like one for confusion.
Oh, that's a good idea.
There you go.
I would
Should
always
it be the
using that
upside
punctuation
down
mark.
question mark?
Wait, I
No,
thought that's
because
in,
you for the
that's in
coins.
Spanish.
People took
Yeah,
that one.
Spanish.
for the
Yeah,
coins.
we have to like draw one. We have to actually draw a new
notice
one.
how I have infinitely many coins more than Wit because Wit has 0
Why?
coins.
That's fine.
What do you mean by
You're only
infinite
getting
there?
it because of DEI, so I
Wow.
don't really care.
Charlie Kirk doesn't like
deep
that.
right now. Come on.
Well, look, DEI is a thing, sure, but I got the
Yeah.
coins out of my pure.
No, you
Someone help me
didn't.
out here.
If we did,
No, you didn't.
if we did new punctuation, that would make the context of text more clear.
I'm just saying, like, here's a sentence where I'm like confused. What do we put there?
Well, technically, wait, are emojis a punctuation?
I mean, kind of.
I'm gonna leave now because this isn't interesting. But Jambar, look at your coins. That spells out "I'm sorry."
Well, I think this
6,
spells out
7?
666.
Wow.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Fuck.
Casey ruined it.
Jason is a stupid, ignorant cunt.
Wow.
Well, yeah, that's true. Wait, can we change
Wow.
the topic to that? Cason's a stupid, ignorant cunt. I have a lot of things to say. Oh,
Shit, I
Cason's
gotta
here.
turn off.
Ben, I love you. Want to play Fortnite, buddy?
Wait, do you do build or no build?
Wow. I mean,
I go both ways.
Wow.
Zach said he loves Cason. I mean, he must love anyone at that point because.
Dude,
It's like
that new person that nobody knew sat there, didn't say anything, and then just left. Oh,
I wish that's what Cason did. Kason, are you there?
Wait, Coco, when is your next tournament?
That's unfortunate.
My next event is on May 4th, but I'm debating on June 20th.
That's why you're about the lightsabers, because it's on Star Wars Day.
Wait, why would you push it out an entire month after?
I don't know. Give me time.
Oh, okay.
But no, like about the lightsabers, because I'm gonna film a promo video for the June 20th event.
Why wouldn't it be for the May the 4th event? Because May the 4th be with you. Why wouldn't you?
Well, that one was kind of hard to get props for.
What do you need besides lightsabers, bud?
Telling you what the props are.
I'm out here in Miami.
I mean, like I already made a promo video for it, but I guess I can make another one.
He thinks the people debating that day don't matter. That's all he's trying to say.
Wow.
Well,
There's a bunch of girl debates.
No, hold on. I already made a promo video for like May 4th, and the only thing I planned on doing was wearing a Chewbacca mask during the entire event.
Okay, so why aren't you doing it?
I am doing it.
Oh,
I have
okay.
a Chewbacca mask coming in.
You said you have 30 debaters on that day?
Wait, you're gonna wear it during the event?
Yeah.
Why don't you just dress like a light bulb like Kylo did?
I'd rather dress like a Wookiee.
Coco, but like, quick question: when is our formal debate? Because I've been waiting.
Wow.
Jimbar, you are 10,000 times smarter than me. I don't want to waste your time.
Well,
Don't think that. He's actually really bad. He doesn't know a whole lot.
Wait, actually, Jimbar, we could probably debate about anime, dead ass.
I don't know anything about anime.
You don't?
I've never watched an anime in my life.
Wait, Dragon Ball Z or
No.
like, damn, or
Pokemon Emerald is the best Pokemon game.
What about Demon Slayer or
No.
One Piece?
No.
Damn. Naruto?
No.
Everyone read Naruto.
No, I didn't watch any of that.
Darn.
Glock said Kung Fu Panda.
Oh yeah, that was a really good one.
Such a troll.
You know what I don't understand about Dragon Ball Z?
A lot.
There's Dragon Ball, there's Dragon Ball Z, then there's Dragon Ball Z Kai, and then there's like these other Dragon Ball Z series. They're basically, like, I just don't really get it.
Well, you can debate me on the philosophy of fiction.
What? That's a thing.
I don't want you to ever chuckle like that again.
Okay, don't be mean to Kason. That's like really disrespectful.
Sorry, Kason.
He wasn't saying. I didn't chuckle.
No, I did. I was saying it to you. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
don't
didn't
fucking
chuckle.
talk to Kason like that again.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's my bad.
Yeah.
I can't even
I
laugh.
think y'all are all doing an awful lot of flirting up here.
Yeah, but
I
not
love
with you
that
though.
for y'all.
Yeah, not with you though.
No, I don't need it. But y'all are
Wait.
just flirting with each other, and I'm here
Why
for
is
it.
Tiny a woman?
I want to debate somebody over anime.
They said
Well, then
not
what are
with
you talking about?
Wait, what? Whoa.
Wait, Philbro Braggins. You got Philbro in your name, right?
I think
Bo Baggins?
Nice.
I think Goku could beat up Homelander. No, I'm kidding.
No, I think Goku could Homelander beat up something.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wait,
I'm gonna go for a run.
Okay.
Well, Shark,
Love
I
you.
think it's the first time you've been doing this in a while, so.
Oh, that's not true. Love you.
Yeah.
He always keeps running.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Has
Let's get into the. Oh wait, Slurms, get up here.
has anyone watched One Piece or no, not One Piece?
No, nobody watches that shit.
Wait, no,
I don't like
One
cartoons.
Punch Man. Wait, One Punch
Thank
Man.
you, Wit, for that.
You're welcome.
Wait, like, is the whole point of One Punch Man that he defeats everybody with one punch?
Oh my god! Imagine asking for spoilers.
Yeah, I think
This is exact.
Damn.
See, now we've lost X Mad World X. So, you know,
No.
like,
All right, I don't care anymore. I'm leaving.
yeah, if Wit's leaving, I'm
Bye.
leaving too.
Come back anytime. Yeah, hello.
What do you want to do?
I don't know. What do we talk about?
I don't know. Hi, Ty.
What's up?
You think the host should go back to Christianity?
I mean, yes. Because you want to know why? Because LeBron James is alive, and as long as LeBron is alive, you should be a Christian.
Oh God, that makes like so much sense. I think
Obviously. It makes so much sense. Did I convert you? Yes or no?
we're sort of leading in that direction, yeah.
Okay, you see. Do you believe in LeBron? Do you think LeBron is the king?
Stephen Curry's better.
Oh my God! You see, yeah. Just don't come back. You're cooked. I'm not gonna lie. There's no hope for you.
Yo, Stephen Curry is my goat.
There's no hope for you.
Or actually, wait, no, Stephen Curry, and then the guy from Dallas, but he's famous. I'm blanking on his name. They made a bad trade recently.
Luca, yeah.
Yeah, dude, Luca is my goat. Like, I love the city of Dallas, like, but unfortunately, I have to be a Lakers fan now because Luca is on the Lakers, so I can't be a Dallas Mavericks fan anymore. First off, that was the worst trade in the history of NBA trades I've ever seen in my life. I don't understand that.
It is, but listen, man. I mean, Lakers in 5.
On God.
I mean, yeah, you're kind of cooked though. If you don't think LeBron is the GOAT, you're cooked, man.
I mean, can LeBron shoot like Stephen Curry can?
I mean, he doesn't have to. He's LeBron.
And?
He transcends shooting. He just transcends the game of basketball.
I don't know, man.
I'm telling you. Honestly, I think like LeBron is the third coming.
I'm not gonna lie, LeBron is pretty goated though. Like, if I have to be honest, like he is pretty goated.
And he's kind of beautiful. He's a very handsome man.
I'm not sure about all that.
You see, like, if he told me to have his babies, I would definitely have them.
I'm not sure about all that. But honestly, like when you think about it, like LeBron in his prime, right, versus Jordan in his prime, I don't know. It could literally go either way.
It can't.
You really think LeBron's gonna take that?
Listen, let me ask you a question. Have you ever heard anybody glaze Jordan?
Yeah, we wear his shoes.
Yes,
we have Air
They've
Jordan.
been glazing Jordan for decades.
I've never seen people made songs about Jordan. I've never seen somebody call Jordan their king, their sunshine. LeBron is just on a whole nother level.
Jordan literally is like the foundation for basketball.
LeBron is the foundation of basketball. Let's be honest here.
No.
This is kind of crazy, dog.
Fuck.
Without LeBron, there is no Jordan. Let's be real here.
What?
What the fuck?
No, this guy's delusional. No.
You are a bad backwards dude.
No, literally, without like Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, there wouldn't be any like LeBron.
That's a lie.
How old are you, young man?
I'm 19, but like, listen, just know, LeBron. Honestly, oh my gosh, this is a sensitive topic for me because I just start to get emotional when talking about him. Sorry, just give me a minute.
Yeah, you should take longer.
I'm dead.
I'm not gonna lie. Wait. Okay. Let me ask you this: what team do you think LeBron was best on?
The Miami Heat.
Do you think that LeBron's Miami Heat could take Jordan's Chicago Bulls?
I think LeBron by himself could take any year of the Chicago Bulls.
Wait, no, the Chicago Bulls were stacked though.
You could be LeBron and like a random person at the park. Random 5 people at the park and they'll win.
Oh, wait, I am not sure about that one, dude.
I'm telling you, man. You don't see it, and it's okay. You're not a bronze sexual, but I'm gonna convert you. I promise you.
Okay, we're gonna have to agree to disagree. Oh, Kobe Bryant's also in the conversation too.
Nah.
No, Kobe Bryant's hella better than LeBron. Actually, I'll even say that.
Stop. You're gonna make somebody crash out soon.
Oh my God.
I would say, like, if I had to pick someone to play for my life, I'd probably pick Kobe Bryant over LeBron James. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Oh my gosh.
So, is there a movie called Be Like LeBron? Because there's a movie that's Be Like Mike for Michael Jordan.
There doesn't need to be a movie.
Is there a LeBron
Shows how
Jam?
weak LeBron is.
Is there like a Space Jam that includes like
This is a Space Jam with LeBron. Yeah, there is, and it's terrible.
Listen,
Oh,
LeBron
it's
is
not the
alive.
original.
All that we need.
It wasn't that
Yeah.
bad. Let's be honest.
But it wasn't the original, was it?
Yeah, it wasn't the original.
Wasn't as good as the original.
LeBron doesn't need a movie. Him being alive is enough. His name just. Oh my god.
Honestly, there's a lot of superstars like in the NBA that you can make like the dream team with.
But they're not LeBron. That's the thing. Like, yeah, they're good, but they're just not
LeBron's
LeBron.
shoes suck too.
You know, Blake Griffin. You know, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh. You know, Stephen Curry, Andre Drummond.
But who?
Stephen Curry, Andre Drummond.
But who needs any of them when you have LeBron James?
No.
Does it matter at that point?
I think you're glazing him way too much, man.
Yeah.
Way too much. You can never glaze him too much.
I think you just have a twink at this point.
You just did.
Mm.
I'm a LeBron sexual.
Glazed all over yourself, like talking about him.
Chicken nuggets.
Is LeBron sexual?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's called. He's the way, the light, and the truth.
I used to play 2K as a kid, and like my favorite team was the Detroit Pistons.
What the fuck?
I love the Detroit Pistons.
Oh, this is sad.
Why? I know they're not like a champion team, but like
I like the Chicago Bulls. You know why?
Why?
Because the greatest basketball player of all time was on there.
You see, I can't take that disrespect. Oh my god.
I don't give a fuck.
wait.
I think you're talking about Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
I would even
yeah,
say
that's
like
the guy.
Scottie
That guy.
Pippen was also on that team.
Yeah,
Scottie
that
Pippen was
guy.
fire.
Isaiah
They're not
Martin.
LeBron James. They're
Like
not
the
LeBron.
entire
That guy.
team is better than LeBron.
On
No,
God,
bro,
fire.
LeBron could go to the local YMCA, pick 5 people up, and then beat any basketball
Get
team.
fucked.
I'm in Ohio, and we don't like the fact that he's a traitor.
Mm.
You're
Speak
from
on
Ohio and you do not
Keep
like
you
LeBron?
fired.
Speak on it.
Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna have to kick you out of Ohio.
Yeah.
Fuck with that.
Yeah, God's a Bulls fan.
I think God would be a Bulls fan.
I think God will be the LeBron fan and just follow
Yeah.
LeBron. God.
Also, like, where's LeBron's home? Because like he just keeps switching teams, man. Like he needs to
LeBron doesn't need a home. LeBron is the home.
Why doesn't he just like chill the fuck out and go on somewhere?
He doesn't need to. Like you guys are questioning him, but you can't question such a powerful being.
Yeah, we can. We question fucking God all the time.
But is LeBron God?
Give a fuck about LeBron.
Oh, LeBron actually exists.
Exactly.
And
He's higher.
We
He's
don't have to
actually
question
real.
his existence. Like we have
He's
evidence.
actually real. LeBron is actually real.
Yeah. So I don't give a shit about questioning him. He exists.
Exactly. You wouldn't understand LeBron because you're not LeBron. You just.
Oh.
Glaze is crazy. But anyway.
It's not glaze. You know what? I have to leave the live. You guys are gonna make me sad. You guys are gonna make me depressed afterwards.
You're just going to get some more lotion and tissues to think about LeBron with.
Definitely.
And that's
enough.
cool.
Flicks your bean, I guess.
Whatever tickles your pickle.
Oh God.
Float your boat and find your lost remote.
Well, no, today I'm just chilling. Typically I do like debates and stuff, but honestly, like I don't got any plans today. I haven't read anything new.
Let's debate on which anime is the best. I know that's Jesse's favorite topic.
I need to watch more anime, but I would say my favorite anime of all time would be One Piece. No lie.
Never watched it.
You've never watched One Piece? Well, I mean, technically I read One Piece. I didn't watch it. So I think, well, okay, Dragon Ball Z is goated, right? Dragon Ball Z is pretty fire, but like One Piece, like takes the cake. I don't know. There's just something about One Piece that's just so like, chef's kiss. Better than like Dragon Ball Z. No, Dragon Ball Z is fire, but One Piece is like a tiny step above Dragon Ball Z, like just extra, like sprinkles, like fireworks. Extra, like sprinkles, like fireworks, like, you know, fire. No, Demon Slayer is like, I've watched a couple episodes. There's potential there. Like, it's good. It is good. It's not bad at all. I was hooked. My Hero Academia, nah. My Hero Academia would probably be average. I'm not really into My Hero Academia, but
I think Demon Slayer is better than One Piece.
You think Demon Slayer is better? There's no chance. There's no chance. Oh my god, see if I can live One Piece. But like, okay, what other stuff have I watched? Yu-Gi-Oh was fire when I was a kid. Pokemon was okay when I was a kid. But those are gonna be like, nah, they weren't that great. I'm not even sure those are animes. But
The only redeeming quality for One Piece is the fight scenes.
Yeah, no, like that was like my favorite part. But
Storyline for Demon Slayer is a lot more interesting, though. I don't know. I like Bleach too. I don't know if you're into Bleach or if you've.
actually, yeah, Bleach was fire too. Where would I put Bleach at?
I fucking love Bleach.
I would say, okay, if I had to rank them, right? Oh, that's hard. Okay, Bleach might be first, right? Bleach is first, then it's One Piece, then it's Dragon Ball Z, and then I don't care what goes under that. You could put like, well, okay, Dragon Ball Z, then Demon Slayer, then like Pokemon Yu-Gi-Oh! Those are kind of like, you know, like average, you know, but yeah, that would be that. Bleach would definitely be, Bleach was amazing to read. Fucking love Bleach. But I did understand the ending of Bleach. If anyone in here reads manga, please explain to me the ending of Bleach.
So, what is his name? Tadekubo or Tadekubo?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Didn't
he was rushed to end Bleach. That's why the ending is like that. But there's like more to the story that's been written. That I think there's a manga out about it. It's like I can't remember what it's called, but it takes place like after. I can't remember what it's called, but it takes place like after the events of Bleach and the 1,000-Year Blood War. Yeah. What's up, Braxton?
What's up, man? Your prompt says, "Why should I return to Christianity?" You are an atheist, according to this panel. So, can you explain evolution for me?
According to this panel.
According to this panel, atheism versus Christianity. So, I'm making an assumption that the host is an atheist. Yes.
I'm an agnostic.
Okay, so why did you not put agnostic atheist?
Because I kind of wanted to have a conversation about atheism versus Christianity, but
That's valid. Okay, so you're agnostic atheist. Can you define agnostic atheist for me, please?
I'm not an agnostic atheist. I'm agnostic.
Okay, can you define agnostic atheist for me, please?
I have an argument that Christians and theists in general often shift the burden, and people who believe in God can't support the claim that this God exists.
Right. So I believe in God without the Bible, and one, I'm not a Christian. So controversial. Can you please define agnostic atheist?
All right. So typically, when people are defining agnostic atheist, atheist is going to atheist is probably going to be used in the psychological sense in regards to their stance regarding God, and it's going to be that they lack a belief in God, while agnostic is going to refer to like a knowledge claim, which is they don't know whether God exists, or they believe that like it's impossible for us to know whether God exists.
So basically, agnostic atheism is you're unsure if God exists or not.
You're unsure. You lack a belief in God, and you're unsure whether God exists or not, or whether we can even know whether God exists.
Okay, I will prove to you God exists without any religious scripture or humanitarian literature at all. Okay, so can you explain can you explain human evolution for me, please?
It's a question. I thought you had evidence.
Right. I'm giving you the evidence. Be patient and wait. It's not gonna happen.
Instead of asking questions, can we just get to the evidence? I don't like, going through scripts.
This is the point. You don't have to go through scripts. I'm not going through scripts. I'm going through nature, natural selection.
Well, can you just go to the evidence of
a
creator?
So, host, can you define evolution?
Hold on. Can we just go to the evidence? Let's just skip all the bullshit.
I'll give you the evidence. You can be patient and wait like a good girl. So, controversial. Can you please...
Son, can you please provide the evidence, my child?
He's not a girl. Let's be respectful, Rexton.
I'm your son, Phil, please. You see that logic? It's stupid.
Just provide the evidence, please.
The evidence that I'm your son? Please.
Can you provide the evidence?
This is what they do.
Please.
This is what they do. This is what.
You ask for evidence and you cry. This is what happens. Yeah, this is what we do. We ask for evidence.
I joined the panel.
Do you have the evidence?
And you just talk. I'm talking to the host, so silencio. Okay. So, host, can you please define
evidence or shut the fuck up?
You're just is
Wait, I could define it for him.
Yeah, please, busy. Thank you. You're the mature one in the conversation. Thank you.
So it's the change in heritable characteristics of biological populations.
And this is human evolution?
Yeah.
Right, so
evolution in general.
No. Define human evolution.
What do you mean by human evolution?
Not everything evolves the same. Different species evolve differently. Therefore,
yeah, sure, but why would the definitions be different?
Okay, define evolution one more time.
The change in heritable characteristics of biological populations.
Hey, can I ask, like, does evidence of God consist of, like, skepticism to evolution?
Right, so Vizzy, so why did humans evolve?
Why does there need to be a reason?
So we just evolve for no reason.
So
that would defeat the purpose of evolution.
It's
not necessary.
I don't understand evolution, therefore God.
Y'all are not knowledgeable, Vizzy.
I don't understand evolution, therefore God is dumb.
That's good for you.
Vizzy,
actually.
For answering my question, I appreciate it.
We evolved to satisfy environmental niches.
Okay, so there's a basis. Is that a basis?
It's a cause. It's not a basis.
I'm not asking you. I'm asking the person who said
Physical process.
Wait, so all of you believe in the same thing, correct?
Yeah, sure.
We don't know.
We don't know. So
I'm trying to get evidence from you, Braxton.
You don't know. What is this? Okay, Vizzy.
Excuse me. You asked if we all believe the same thing.
And you just said I don't know.
We all believe the same thing.
Just said I don't know. So you cannot.
That's what I said specifically. Braxton, excuse me. You asked, do you all believe the same thing?
Right.
And to that, I said, I don't know.
Right. So so you know what we're talking about. Do you believe in the same thing Vizzy believes in?
I don't know all of to what extent he believes certain things.
Why are you jumping
so I have
in?
no way
You don't know all of it yet. What?
Because you asked a question that I had the answer to. Do you all believe the same thing? I don't know.
The answer. So silencio.
Silencio.
Please, my bad. Ben, please be quiet, please.
Well, I just wanted to know, like, why you're talking about something you don't understand when you're not giving us evidence for God. You're just talking about how you don't understand evolution.
What am I saying I don't understand?
Evidence for God?
You're not giving us evidence for God,
right,
but
so
you have skepticism about evolution.
Talking at once. So how am I ever going to get there if all of you...
Figure it out. I don't care. Figure it out.
Well, I'm running from the burden of truth when I just stated that I will give you the truth once I get to my final point.
I can get there. Stop
okay, so silencio, young man.
Silencio.
So Vizzy, can you...
Then shut the fuck up, please.
Yeah, I'm like making your ego hurt because I'm calling you these names, and you just fall for it every time. I love
making your ego hurt because I'm calling you names. Get to your point.
Is this substantive evidence, or is this just you crying?
No, this is
all I hear
evidence.
is you crying. I don't hear evidence. What is the evidence?
Right, this is evidence. You have to silencio and be patient.
We ask for the evidence. Theists always run. So what is that evidence? Stop running.
Right. So where did the universe come from? Why would I show you something you believe in?
You claimed that you have evidence.
Right.
You believe in God. Why
now
would
you're
we tell
asking
you
questions again.
God,
Nobody answer any of his questions until he provides the evidence.
It's not my God. It's everyone's God. What are you talking about, woman? Silencio, please.
Evidence?
Phil.
Silencio or evidence
of that claim.
I will give you evidence if you can tell me where the universe came from.
Proof or shut the fuck up. You made the claim.
Yeah. Oh, this is where they go when they can't answer the question. Yeah, y'all are...
You made the claim.
You haven't answered the question.
You're just
You've
a
been
bitch.
running from the question for 5
You're
fucking
just a scared
minutes.
bitch.
You ran.
Wow. He's special.
No, he's a scared bitch. He's not like, don't give him that credit. He's a scared bitch. He's a pussy.
I just wanted to see where the conversation was gonna go.
The proof that Tiny actually is not your father is because, like, if Tiny was your father, your parents would be proud of you, bro.
Damn. I like what you're saying.
If I was his father, he wouldn't be acting like that on a panel full of people.
What's up, hey?
His father, he'd be
proud of him.
If I was his father, he'd be stealing a sock somewhere. That he'd be better off there.
Damn, that's crazy. What's next? Hey, sus.
What's up, man?
What you got for me?
Are you a theist or an atheist?
Agnostic.
Oh shit, well. I thought this was a fucking theist panel.
Do you mind if I actually talk about that, Coco?
Sure.
I feel like people use the word agnostic wrong, and I want to give an explanation for why. So, can we agree that everybody is either atheist in that we lack a belief in God, or theist, we have a belief in God. We either have it or we don't, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So everybody is atheist or theist. Now
On
from
here,
there,
on this panel, I'm
it
agnostic.
depends on what.
No.
Well, hold up. Okay. So do you believe there is a God or do you not believe there is a God?
I don't know if there's a God.
Okay, so you lack a belief in God, and that is okay.
I don't know. I'm not making a negative or positive claim. I just don't know.
But I'm not talking about claims yet. I'm asking what you believe. Do you believe, yes or no? Do you have an actual belief about God?
No, I don't hold any beliefs in God.
Okay, that is atheism. Now, and that's okay. Okay, there's 4 different categories here. Everybody is either atheist or theist, and once you are there, we go to we kind of refine it a little bit further by qualifying or categorizing it by agnostic or Gnostic. Now, you can be an agnostic or a Gnostic theist as well. Gnostic meaning I know. Gnostic meaning I know. And so, like, if somebody is a Gnostic theist, they're saying, 1, I believe, making them a theist. 2, they claim to know who that God is, what that God is about, what they want from them. And so that would be every religion. Every religion is Gnostic theism. Agnostic theism is, I have a belief in God, but I don't know who that God is, what they want, what they do, so on and so forth. This would be like deism. Okay? And then for atheism, everybody falls under either Gnostic or agnostic. Agnostic is I do not, I don't know. It's not having a positive belief that there is a God, not having a positive belief that there is no God, which is where I think you would fall, Coco. And then Gnostic atheists would be people who say, I know that there is no God. Okay, and so to me, Gnostic theist and Gnostic atheist are equally kind of incredulous. Being a agnostic theist requires, not quite as much of a jump as Gnostic theism or Gnostic atheism. Agnostic atheism is basically just the default state. It's what we have until we've developed a position. I feel like that kind of categorizes everything very neatly and makes a lot of sense out of everything. So if you do not hold a specific belief about God, that's agnostic atheism. Would you agree?
I think that it's like easiest to say that like you like agnostic would mean I don't know, and you can say I don't know and I believe, or I don't know and I don't believe.
No,
Boom.
well, I mean, I suppose in a way, but when I say I'm agnostic, I'm an agnostic atheist. I just mean that I'm not denying the possibility of an existence of a God in some sort of possible world, but I haven't seen any sufficient evidence to arise to like an actual conclusion for it. So I'm not going to say I'm theist.
Yeah, that would be agnostic atheism because one,
Yeah,
the
and
belief
I agree with you, Finn.
you
Like,
don't.
where
Yeah,
I think that
yeah,
Gnostic sort of theists and atheists sort of have they lack humility because I mean there's just no there's some things we can't know. You know what I
But
mean? I mean in
but
a way.
I do think that people can be like hung up in limbo and call themselves agnostic.
Yeah, well, yeah, for sure. I mean, there's probably agnostic atheists who don't really have any information at all. That just, well, I just intuitively think that there isn't a God for some reason, right? But then like that's just the lack of knowledge or like a lack of like hearing any sort of argument or anything. That's just
Well,
you
no,
know.
I think it's fair to say that someone's just agnostic, like
Wit. Oh my
in
God,
limbo
Wit just followed
between.
me. I have a fan.
Of wit?
No, she's cool.
Oh no, that's kind of cool.
Answer. What the fuck? Is my shit like set to like my live statuses? Oh no, it just happened to be. So, yeah.
Wait, you have a fan?
No, I don't have a fan. These people, I joined this panel that these people join in a lot of time. So, yeah, sir, but you can be agnostic atheist and sort of just say that you don't know, you don't like deny the possibility.
right, right. And
You don't know
so
if there's
my app
one.
just dropped. Sorry about that. I agree. You can use the term colloquially and just say like I'm agnostic about it. I'm just talking about like smooth categorizing of everything. Everybody falls under one of those four categories. So you either have the belief or you don't. So you're one or the other. And then what you decide about that belief decides within the guidelines of that belief, whether you are agnostic or agnostic. So
Wait,
that's all I'm
Jesus,
saying.
are you?
I saw that does tie a neat bow, but it's like, I mean, you can just say you're agnostic and just say you truly don't know. You
I
can.
agree. I agree. I mean, there's colloquial uses of everything. I'm just saying, like, categorically speaking, Coco would be an agnostic atheist.
Oh my God, sir.
Wait,
Nothing.
Jesus,
I was
are
like,
you Eastern
I'm
Orthodox?
intimidated by you, bro. You be going into AR's live and just like blowing it up. You're like, Paul didn't write those letters.
Hey, Coco, you're a philosophical agnostic, right?
I would say so. What do you mean by philosophical agnostic?
But you don't, by agnostic you just mean you neither assert that gods exist or don't exist.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just saying there's different ways to use these terms. So in philosophy, like when Coco says he's agnostic, he doesn't just mean I don't know but I believe, or I don't know but I don't believe. He means that he's not asserting that gods do or don't exist. And under that sort of semantics in philosophy, atheism would be the assertion that gods don't exist, and theism would be the assertion that they do. That's
Yeah,
how it's used
that's what I was
academically.
meaning. Like, I think it's safe to say that like you can be agnostic and be in limbo. Like that's what I meant by it, at least.
That's what it
Yeah,
means,
yeah.
and kind of what it means in philosophy, which is different than how some people use it colloquially. Colloquially, some people try to use theism and atheism as like a belief structure, and not about what assertions are being made in reality. So it's sort of like that's called like psychological atheism. That like atheism just means that you don't hold the active belief that God exists. But I'm just saying that's not how the term is used in philosophy. So there's just different ways
But
to
in
use this
everyday
term.
life, the way people typically use it outside of, some college programs is just kind of what I'm referring to.
It depends on who you're talking to, I think, because I actually might disagree a little bit. I think maybe among certain groups that's how it's used, but I think most people when they think of atheism, they don't actually think of someone that lacks belief in gods. They think of someone that thinks God doesn't exist. Now, among
Typically the pulpit understanding, but that's not how the majority of actual atheists really see it. I meet very few atheists that will say there is no God. Okay, most of them just say I don't have a belief in God or I'm not convinced. This is a pulpit straw man essentially that people assume is definitive across the board, but it's just not.
Yes, sir. Stop being dogmatic.
Yeah, I mean, I'm an atheist, and I would say that, and I think a lot of atheists would agree with me that when I say I'm an atheist, I'm saying God doesn't exist.
Yeah, and the Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy would say that, but yeah, it can also be a lack of belief.
I'm not saying all atheists would use it that way. I'm just saying I think a lot of us would.
I think academically, sir is right. I mean, that's just the way.
What if you believe in somebody, but you're not into organized religions?
You're
Do you believe in the
spiritual.
Abrahamic God?
Well, describe to somebody.
Yeah.
I think it's just you're just spiritual.
You
It could be deism, it could be pantheism, it could be.
Is that bad?
I mean, it's typically what like people who are just like against organized religion. They just say, "I'm just spiritual." That's what they mean by that.
I think it's a bunch of like hogwash, but I'm gonna be real. I feel like it's just people who want to be like, I don't know. I just feel like people who don't.
What if you really believe in a higher power?
What do you mean by higher power? You mean a god?
I do. I believe in a higher power.
So spiritual.
So that would.
Well, wait. What does
And
what
like,
does the higher power do? Like, what purpose does the higher power have for you?
The higher power guides me.
Okay.
Megan, yeah, but like, what's like? So, does it have a structure? Does it have a purpose? Is there like, what's like? Is it just you just think there is a God out there because it's like you think something had to have created everything, or you know?
Well, I believe the higher power will always guide you, whether like I don't believe in scripture. I don't believe in.
I mean,
I
I just say you're
know,
like a
I know
deist.
you can laugh all
And
you
whenever
want, but when
I'm
you
not
have
laughing.
God, but you kind of are. You kind of
I'm not
are.
laughing at you. It's
that's just how it is. Don't worry. She
it
just
is.
asks stuff. She's not trying to be condescending.
So that could technically fall under like a non-theistic religion. There's a lot of those. Any religion that, basically anything that is a belief system that pertains to the transcendental or supernatural, in like world religions courses would be defined as a religion. And so that's where you have like non-theistic religions, where you have like ancestor worship and stuff like that. So it would fall under religion, but not necessarily theism. So,
Do you believe like there's anything outside the material, Megan?
There's even like people like Michael Huemer who thinks that like souls and reincarnation exist, and he would call himself like a atheist. Like he still identifies himself as an atheist because he doesn't believe God exists. But he
Look,
believes
if you
in-
believe God exists, you fall under the umbrella of theism. Like we're done. I don't know why we're having this discussion.
Well, I mean, yeah, wait, but would you say a natural pantheist is a deist?
A deist, yeah.
A theist, yeah. You say you think
No, theism would be like, at least in the philosophical understanding, something like personal, right? But like deism is just some kind of like non-personal God or whatever.
Yeah, deism. I think deists just told that there's like a God, but he doesn't really interact with the world. It's just the world is the way it
It's
is.
basically naturalism, but they call it God or something.
Yeah.
I don't know if I agree with this, but that's okay.
That's okay. Yeah, I mean, let's all hold hands.
Yeah, Megan, in a second ago when you asked if that's bad, I mean, nothing you believe can be. I mean, I don't know. Unless you think there's like, and there's no bad or good. It's just what you believe and just gotta.
It's only bad because you believe false things. That's why it's bad. But outside of that,
damn, sir.
That's very.
What is false things?
What is false
Things that are not true.
it's not true. You believe in things that are wrong. That's why it's bad. But
Yeah.
other than that, it's okay.
Other than that, it's
How do
fine.
you know they're not true, sir?
Because they're not.
These are not. Exactly.
Well, that's not a.
Premise one: if I say they're false, they're false. Premise two: I'm saying.
Oh
they're
God.
false.
Oh Lord. Okay. Well.
No.
Oh God.
That is the biggest
Well,
red
listen.
flag
There's
I've
good
ever
theistic
seen.
arguments. What the fuck was that?
I don't
What's
know.
happening?
Yeah, so I'm sorry.
You can't kick
all
anyone,
due
Coco.
respect. All due respect. Like, that is the biggest red flag I've ever seen.
Sir,
Which
you are
one?
the biggest red fucking flag. I just want you to know
Yeah,
that.
I mean, come
Yeah.
on. You know it. It is.
Respectfully, you're a red flag.
No, you.
This feels like a fever dream.
What is going on?
No, you are.
Wait, are you Christian? I don't even know. Like I've talked
I
to you.
am, yeah. I
Okay.
am Christian, yeah.
You don't really say much on the lives. You just kind of like.
So here's my
You're like a
Well,
moderator.
I'm sure there's a lot of people who would disagree with you on that one.
I don't know.
Every now and then,
these things for
Well,
a
here's
bit.
my
every now and then,
question.
Wit will cut loose.
Yeah.
I do cut loose every now and then.
She cooks.
Here's my question. It's just because you're a Christian doesn't make you like good or bad, correct?
In fact,
Yeah.
I'm the worst of sinners, so I'm the worst person on this panel.
Well, if by bad you mean wrong,
Okay,
then
so
if by
well,
bad you
here's
mean
the
wrong,
thing
then
is,
they're very, very bad.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm probably
Lord,
the
in the
worst
comments.
person on the
All I
panel.
remember
Wrong about a
from
lot
you
of
is that
is
someone was trying to explain.
I'm not wrong about Christ being God, but there are a few things that I am wrong about.
That's precisely what she's wrong about.
So here's what we're gonna do.
you
You're
know
gonna
what? I
provide-
don't think she's wrong.
So you
I
think
don't
Christ is Lord?
I don't think she's wrong.
You're just wrong with her.
Um,
Then.
No, I think she has found God, and I believe each and every single one of us need to do the same thing. That's all.
Look, I got rid
Listen,
of
we
all the
could-
Reddit atheists. Did you see that? You're welcome.
We could all agree, then just everybody would be wrong on that.
That's true.
Sure, how can you know anything's wrong? You don't. God presupposes
So,
logic and truth.
What's your
so-
justification that Paul exists?
Actually, atheism presupposes intelligibility.
No.
Wait,
God is a necessary precondition for logic.
No,
Sir-
atheism is a necessary precondition.
Sir,
for
what's
logic.
your-
No, God-
Anytime
Oh my
you
God.
guys use logic, you're just borrowing from my worldview.
That's true.
No, you're borrowing from
Sir,
mine. 'Cause
Sir,
the
what's
Bible
your
says so.
justification that Paul existed? Go.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay,
I mean,
whatever.
yeah.
Do you think a good argument could be made that Paul? Well, I already talked about this.
No, there's no fucking good argument.
For Paul existing?
Do you think a good argument can be made for Paul existing?
Yes.
I think there could be. I mean, the same way we would justify any like historical person existing.
Well, why would someone make up Paul?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I don't know why anyone would make up Paul.
Like, do you agree there's people in the 2nd and 1st century that say Paul existed?
You're way more knowledgeable in like
Well,
historical.
I'm asking Coco.
Oh.
I don't even know.
I'm not aware of anybody in particular. Well, maybe like because Paul met up with Matthew and them, right?
No. Well, like we have First Clement, right? We have Ignatius.
Come on.
Who talks about Paul. We have like the New Testament writings, right? Some are claimed to be from Paul. So there's people claiming this Paul guy existed, right?
Okay.
Did you ever
Like,
debate
why would
Chicky
they-
in the Discord server?
So
why would they make up Paul? Like, that's the first question you have to ask yourself.
Okay.
Well, they needed a side
Okay, so, like-
character and somebody that Jesus could bring up.
So like the reason I
good.
brought up
Wait.
Oh, what?
Why would they make up? Okay, but you realize that we have letters that are.
Can
claiming to
I
be
ask
written.
a question?
Hold on.
Hold on.
Do you think people, like, if someone's going to forge a letter to give it authority, why forge it in the name of a fake person? Why not forge the letter from, like, Matthew, or a letter from, like, Peter or somebody like that? Why make up a person to forge a letter?
Well, the real person could deny that he wrote it. So you would go to the
Not a-
false character to.
Oh, well, now we're even in a bigger hole then, because now you're presupposing, or now in order to sort of follow that train, you'd have to say the real person was still alive when the letters were circulating. Which now we're talking like 1st century. So now we have a letter collector being written contemporarily to when the guy would have
Okay,
existed.
then you could also.
But now
it
you're
would
just
also
saying the
be
guy-
anybody.
Now you're just saying the guy existed, he just had a different name. So like you're basically
No, because if you use someone that existed, maybe now we have someone that talked to that person who existed, who watched him
Then he's
write
a
the
real
letter,
person.
and then that person, and so on and so forth. So you
Then
would
it's
use
a
a
real
false
person.
character in order to avoid those pitfalls.
Well, but the Paul is the person that wrote the Pauline epistles. That's like kind of the idea of who he is, right?
Mhm.
So if you're saying someone else wrote the Pauline epistles and wasn't called Paul, then you're just saying Paul existed. You're just saying he had a different name.
Yeah, I mean, what's the difference between not existing and me writing as Paul?
Well, the theory presented by like Dutch radicals, people like Nina Livesey, is that Paul was a literary creation in the 2nd century, and that he was made up, and the letter collection was attached and made up after him. So that's when someone tells me that Paul existed, I presume that's the theory that's being proposed. That the theory that Paul was invented in the 2nd century, and that a letter collection was invented because of him. If that's not the theory that's being proposed, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I mean, technically, I wasn't trying to propose a theory. I was answering the question of why would someone have the letters come from someone that didn't exist, or make them look like his character.
Yeah, but if you understand, like, if the argument you gave that, well, maybe they didn't want people to question the real people, like Matthew or whatever, that would still, then we're just talking about someone writing letters at the time Paul would have existed. So we're just talking about someone using a pseudonym called Paul.
Well, okay, so there has to be an ultimate person creator of all this who's writing this book. And why would a person, you're saying, why would they write as a person that didn't exist rather than have them come from a person that did exist? If you were faking the whole thing, you know what I mean? So
I'm just saying, all that's being discussed is whether or not we have someone that wrote letters that we attach to Paul, whether or not some of those letters came from the same person in the 1st century that was visiting churches in Asia Minor. That's what's being discussed. So if you don't want to call him Paul and you want to call him Benjamin, it doesn't really matter. There's still a guy writing letters.
I agree. If that's the case, yeah. If the whole story, I thought we were talking like as if the whole story was made up.
Oh, no.
But there are some real characters that they talk about. You know what I'm saying?
Well, whether or not Paul's a real person is all that's being discussed.
Right.
Paul can be a real person.
Let's just say I'm going to make this big conspiracy book, and I'm going to use some real characters, some real historical figures that existed at the time. Why would I use a character that did not actually exist? That would have been my answer as well, so they couldn't question. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not expecting you to say, yeah, it's right or wrong, but just you see where I'm coming from.
No, I understand what you're saying.
Gotcha.
But the whole Bible wasn't created at once, right? We're just talking about, like, the Pauline letters were separate from the other texts in the Bible, right?
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I say, I guess I was trying to. I went on answering a offshoot that wasn't really the case. I'm with you now.
Yeah. So Coco, the reason why historians think Paul existed is generally when we have letters by a guy, right? That guy, someone had to write the letters. So it's like, who wrote the letters, right? And then we have people notably faking letters in the guy's name. And we have people quoting the letters. And the people we have quoting the letters, one of those people are generally dated to the 1st century by historians. That's going to be 1st Clement. It's generally dated to the late 1st century. Because within 1st Clement, it seems to be referencing sort of a lower structured church, a church that doesn't have bishops or leaders. So that alone kind of leads historians to the conclusion that this is probably a 1st century text, and that text quotes the Pauline letters, right? And then we also have like Ignatius quoting the Pauline letters, and then of course Irenaeus quoting the Pauline letters. That's going to be 2nd century. But we have people quoting the letters early, and we have some guy that wrote letters, and which the corpus is attached to, and people faking letters afterwards in that guy's name. It's just that makes way more sense if it's about a real person.
Okay. Wait, in order to like argue that Paul didn't exist, they would have to deny all these people that are saying that they were like witnesses to him. And
is that like first of all, they have to date 1 Clement and Ignatius late. Okay, so they date 1 Clement and Ignatius to 150. Okay, so that's the first thing they do. So they take these texts and they date them later, right? For a variety of reasons. And then the second thing they do is they say that Paul was a literary creation. And the proposal put forth by modern day Dutch radicals usually is that Paul was created in Acts as a literary creation, and that the letter collection was written after Acts was written as a method to push these theological agendas in the letters. And the letters were written in response to Marcion.
Okay.
That's kind of the idea. Now, I think the theory has a ton of holes in it, mainly being, I mean, there's no way the Acts predates the Pauline letters. I would be very surprised if that's the case. Or, sorry, there's no, like, the stories that's presented in Acts, they try to make them softer than the stuff presented in the Pauline letters. For example, in Galatians, when Paul confronts Peter and James, the way the story is told in Acts, it kind of tries to make it seem like they were more on the same page, not that there was a big disagreement. I just think it wouldn't make sense for some letter writer to later come along and be like, let's make Peter look like an asshole in this story. That seems weird to me for them to do.
Seems to make sense. I wouldn't really.
There's also
Go ahead.
There's also more people quoting the letters than Acts in the early on in the church. That's another issue with saying Acts came before the letters. So
makes sense. Makes sense.
Sorry, you sound like a Christian right now.
No.
I know, I'm kidding. It's a fucking joke. God.
It's not time for jokes. Okay, because if you point to God and you point to the Father, are you denoting the same object in the world?
I hate you.
Wait, what if you debate case for Christ on whether Paul existed?
You were talking to him earlier today.
Case for you mean Christ before Jesus?
Oh yeah. I messed that up.
Yeah, he was talking to him earlier today, and he was being a total douche and talking over you, just like he always does.
I actually don't think he was being that much of a douche today.
I mean, okay.
I think the
Relatively
conversation-
to the times that I've seen him talk, maybe, but he continually talks over you and keeps making his point and keeps saying things. And then he made some point, and I can't remember what it was. It was like, I think you were talking to him about something about Tacitus or something. And he was like, well, look, I run this stylometry, and like, there's just no way this is the case. So he hinges his entire fucking theory on his, analysis of fucking text, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Wait,
Coco, I might have a little treat for you.
Okay.
But I'll have to wait for it to come through, but I might be able to actually do you one better.
Okay. Also, how good is like stylometry? Like analyzing like how the text is written to determine like who the author is. Like it's
Well, according to the scholars I've talked to, like James Libby, I've had personal correspondence with this guy James Libby, and the guy that created Eater's Delta, and they both told me that stylometry can denote authorship, but there's other things to consider. It can also a lot of similarity can also denote things like writing genre, date of the text, that kind of thing. So it's not usually definitive to determine explicitly who wrote something, especially when we're dealing with stuff in antiquity, when there's scribes and people copying and editing and interpolating text and all kinds of other
His
stuff going on.
entire shtick, essentially, right, is he gets on a TikTok, which is full of R words, right? We already know this, right? Who are just ignorant of whatever he's talking about. He's very well learned, at least in this understanding of it. So he goes in and he sounds very smart. There's already people who hate Christianity, who already think Jesus is some made-up myth because of Zeus or something, right? And they just attach it to it, and then he promotes his book. Like, that is his entire shtick, right? That's what he does. So it's not taken seriously whatsoever. I mean, I know he knows his stuff about some certain things. Like, sure Sir probably gives him some charitability about knowing about some of these writings in antiquity and things like that, right? But his entire premise for Christ not existing and Paul not existing is based on his stylometry. And unless you know, like, in depth what that is, like, you're just going to look like an idiot going against him. And that's it. So.
No, I believe the audience. The audience can take that. The audience. The audience can take that and do with. You know what? Never mind.
Yeah, I said R words. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I just didn't know what you meant by R words, but I think.
Oh, I'm not gonna say it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I got it figured out now.
Things like Pop Tarts and like R tarts.
Yeah, I'm I'm on track now.
But okay. No, I'm just chilling. It's Fun Friday.
I'm not gonna say it. Anyway.
No.
I've had a couple drinks, so I'm just going off.
That water into wine, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. What do we talk about now?
I don't know.
P-Mars, come up.
Crook is just all day, every day debating this Trinity. I mean,
I know.
Does he ever get tired of talking about it?
No, he doesn't. He's manifesting consistently.
We were talking about we were talking about the Trinity and Unitarianism, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then that conversation ended, and we were talking about something else, meta-ethics or something. So we'd already dropped that conversation, and we were talking about meta-ethics for like 20 minutes. And in the middle of a heated discussion, and Prick goes off coffee cup and it's like, I don't know. I don't think 1 Clement says that. It's like, give it a rest, kid.
But who knows? Maybe PRK could be right, and he's onto something that we haven't
I think it was pointed out very succinctly yesterday that like Brooke has changed his position at least 4 times about like who Christ is and who God is and like all these things. And if you've listened to him over the past like 6 months, every time he insists that like the scripture is pretty clear about this, the history is clear about this. It's been the same thing, right? But the position has changed at least 4 times now. So I don't know why anybody takes this seriously anymore, right? Like that's what frustrates me the most about like people just listening to him. Is if you don't know him and if you haven't interacted with him for the past 6 months, you'd know that like his assertion this whole time is that historically and biblically this is the case, but he's changed his position 4 fucking times.
Whoa.
So it's pissed me off every time. And then I have to sit there and listen to it, and then he finds his little buddies to come up there and to support his position. And it's just very annoying. So, whatever.
How y'all doing?
Doing pretty good. It be what it be.
All right.
He told you there were 2 Jesuses a minute ago? J-Rob. I don't even want to do this.
You know
Can
what
you
I've heard?
name? Okay, can you
Guys.
name
You know
any religion that has a representative in heaven?
Oh no.
As Christian.
I know where this is gonna go.
Name.
Hey, I'd be able to kick if you just gave me mod powers, but whatever.
What did he even say? I didn't even hear him.
Name any religion that has a representative in heaven.
What's he saying? Why can I not understand the words?
I don't know.
Any religion that has any representative.
In heaven.
Christian.
So
Wait,
the
wait,
religion of
really-
CMAC has CMAC in heaven, representing everybody. So I'm a Christian now.
Written where?
Okay, actually, okay, wait. Forget about
Wait,
all
what
that,
is
right?
Carl saying? Why can't I can't? Carl, say something.
Name any religion that has a representative in heaven that's written that we can read about.
Name a religion that has a representative in heaven. Oh, okay.
That's written.
Let's say we can't. Who gives a fuck?
Hey,
I just wrote it down.
Can you
CMAC.
prove Forrest Ron and give me mod, please?
That's why you should be Christian, because we got
For like
representatives.
2 minutes.
I don't know. I have a strict I'm a mod my own lives policy now.
Damn it.
Yeah, but Carl, who cares?
If you didn't care, then why you had a post up here?
Imagine
I saw her
No,
doing
I'm
it
saying.
live.
You worried about something?
No, I'm saying, Carl, why would that motivate someone to believe it's true just because you have someone claiming there's a representative in heaven?
Imagine I give Wit modesty clears the
Carl, what if my
Because
intuition? That's hope.
there's no other religion in heaven besides Christian.
You're just restating that, but who cares? Why does that motivate someone to believe it's true?
I literally just wrote it down.
Because the
So
rest of them-
CMAC has a representative.
Because the rest of them is hell.
Look,
They're
watch
going
this.
back to hell, huh?
Look, watch this. What other religion has golden plates?
Ooh, let's go. Mormonism.
That doesn't make Mormonism true just because it has some unique aspect to it, right?
What other religion has cool hijabs and shit and turbans?
What other religion is in heaven?
Wait, actually,
Oh my
wait,
God.
wait. Quick question.
CMACism, we just said. I just wrote it down.
Wait, hold on.
It's
Wait,
now
wait.
written down that CMACism is CMAC in heaven.
Wait, hold on, guys. Wait. When you go to an Eastern Orthodox mass, do you wear head coverings?
Okay, listen. I was just making okay, I get it. What the other religion?
But no, I have a genuine question because
I think Eastern Orthodox monks, they wear some sort of, it's the traditions of the Eastern Orthodox is very similar to Islam in some sense.
I was
You can't say one Muslim in heaven written nowhere.
Okay, whatever. I grew up Catholic, and
you can't find a Catholic in heaven.
Wait, hold on. And
nowhere.
Oh my God!
What's wrong with Catholics, bro?
Yeah, they're something.
A lot.
But no woman wore a head covering until I got to college, and then everyone was wearing head coverings, and I was like, oh, this is a new Catholic tradition that I've never seen before.
Fairly sure there is some sort of tradition in the Bible that says you should wear it. I can't remember where.
There's nothing in the Bible talking about Catholics.
What? We're not talking about Catholics.
There's nothing in the Bible talking about Catholics.
We're not talking about Catholic. We're not talking about Catholics in the Bible, man.
That's right, because it's not in there.
Okay.
Wait, hold it. I just saw this on my For You page. Is this a safe space for atheists?
Yeah.
Wait,
we're gonna constantly taunt you.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Now, atheists got plenty of people in hell.
It's not a safe
Carl's
space for atheists.
going to tell you you're going to burn in hell. I mean, if that's what you mean by safe, then no.
Don't tell them, the Bible tell them.
Louisiana, I'm gonna mute you every time you try to make a claim, and then kick you after I just reassert mine.
No, that's not. Nobody's going to do that.
Nobody's gonna do that.
I'm just fucking with you. Please don't leave.
Oh my, you scared me for a moment, dude. Okay, I used to be a Christian.
Now you
When
preaching for the
I
devil.
was introduced to it when I was 6, and I became an atheist at 12.
Now you preaching for the devil.
Carl, let
Yeah,
other
Keith?
people talk to you. Just relax, Carl.
All right.
Excuse me?
You went from Christianity to preaching for the devil. Go ahead.
Hot Carl, just calm down.
No, actually, I don't worship anything. I don't worship the devil either.
You
I
said
don't
you
believe-
atheist.
An atheist simply means you don't believe in any gods.
If you ain't with us, then you against us.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Okay, so how do you know this thing you believe in is true?
Maybe that wasn't a point.
Can we do an age check?
That wasn't a point.
Carl, how old are you?
I'm old enough.
Oh.
No, Carl. I'm saying Carl.
Wait, what's going on? Is the host an
Carl,
atheist?
Coco,
or are
did
we-
you do an age check?
No, she sounds like she's 19.
19.
Damn, are you a witch?
Wait. Actually, Louisiana. When were you born?
Why do you want to know about my age so bad?
Okay, pick her right now.
We have to verify your age.
Okay, I'm actually 22.
Okay, when were you born?
Seriously?
Yeah.
No, they don't know it. Go.
TikTok
Kick her,
policy.
kick her, kick her, kick her.
Let's just LARP and act like she's 19. No.
On every live is last, every live
It
talking about
sounds like
Jesus
she
Christ.
gave up. She turned
And
into an
every live
atheist
is
like a
run
year
from
ago. That's what it sounds like. So.
Well, she said she turned atheist when she was 12.
I know, that's why. It sounds like she's fucking 13.
Carl. Everyone in the
Hey,
live,
Carl.
you have to be 18 to come on the panel.
That LARP
Carl, I
comment
think.
was sus.
Carl, I think you're.
Christianity.
Wait, I want to say something to
They
Carl.
running.
Carl, I think you're a big stupid pants.
Damn.
What?
Carl, my God says we're
I
gonna
think
go to
you're.
hell.
I think you're a big dummy head.
Devil love y'all clowns. The devil love y'all
Oh my
clowns.
god, peanut butter is so amazing. That's my
The devil love y'all clowns.
Jelly's way better, bro.
I'm allergic to peanut butter.
Are you fucking serious? Who the fuck said that? Can I kick them? Coco, give me just a mod for 2
No,
seconds.
do not kick me because I said Jelly was better. Jelly is objectively better. It tastes
Jelly
better.
might actually be better.
I prefer aliens over people that want
I
to.
want to kick him too. Fuck that guy. Hi, Jason.
Hi, how is everyone?
Really good.
I just threw up everywhere.
Oh no.
Hey, Carl.
Are you okay?
Carl, when you point to God and you point to the Father, are you pointing to the same object?
Yeah.
When you point to Jesus and you point to God, are you pointing to the same object?
Sir, what are you doing?
Same logic. Because
When you point to Jesus and you point to the Father, are you pointing to the same object?
Because Jesus is the image of the invisible God.
Why is there so much noise? Coco, can you mute?
Who is that? Someone in their car?
When you point to Jesus, there's 4 fingers pointing right back at you.
On God.
Why y'all clowns think everything a joke?
Yeah, what do you think everything's a joke, P. Mars?
We got P. Mars.
Oh, P Mars, that rap that you sent me was actually really good.
Yeah, it was. Nice.
It was dope.
Yeah, wait a minute. Did Chat GPT do it?
No, it was a person.
No, it was Chat GPT.
No, it was a person did the lyrics, and then the AI did the rapping.
Aha, see, Coco, what the fuck did I say?
Y'all gonna joke y'all ass right in here.
Carl, what place would be your dream vacation?
That's a vacation.
In the body of Christ, I'm the asshole.
What did you say, Carl? What's your dream vacation?
You gonna take me there or something?
No, I'm just asking. Why you get so defensive? I'm just asking you a question.
Because you want to ask these off the wall ass questions, but you got these posts up here talking about
He's just
Christianity.
interested in you.
You don't want, you don't
Carl,
want to talk about Christianity, but you want to talk about
We just
where
want
you
to know more
going
about
with
you.
Well, would you go someplace that was tropical or someplace that was like cold?
Where would you go?
I'd probably go someplace tropical.
Carl, why are you so defensive? Just answer the question.
No, he was.
That
It's
ain't no
fine. Let
difference.
me engage with him. So, Carl,
not-
like,
it's not-
if I chose tropical, would you come with me?
I want to be engaged to Carl.
Won't y'all take this stuff about Christianity down and put up there? Where would you go on vacation?
That's true. You know what? He's had a fucking point.
There you go,
All
folks.
of that.
There you go.
Okay, what's going on right now?
Okay, Carl, did you know that I believe
It'd
in
be
Christ
good if
God?
you just right up there. What's your dream vacation?
Hey, Carl, did you know that I believe that Christ is God?
You believe that Christ is what?
I believe that Christ is God.
You believe Christ is God?
Sure do.
Yeah,
Wow.
Christ is God. What are we looking at?
You ain't gotta believe it's written.
It looks like the rings from Mario or from Sonic. And
I'm telling you something. It's written. It's written in Mark 16:16. If you're not baptized, you're not going to heaven.
Not Mark
Uh-oh.
16:16.
Get proof.
Written in Exodus
No
21,
one
you can own a
cares
slave.
with your trickle-down denominational Bible-loving garbage from the Catholicism religion says.
Is this
Did you know Mark 16:16 was added to
Nothing
Mark?
in the Bible talk about no Catholics.
Damn
Nothing.
it, sir. I don't want to talk about what you think is the case.
Mark
because it's
16:16
wrong.
wasn't originally part of Mark.
Oh my god, I don't fucking care.
Oh yeah, it wasn't originally, but it is now.
Good feel.
Y'all too smart.
Carl's funny. I like Carl.
I'm going to
It's
a
an amendment. It's an amendment to the original.
To me, all you unbelievers, y'all smart.
It wasn't then, but it is now, sir. Done.
Yeah, they sound like the Christians are honest.
There's no arguing with that logic. It was
All the unbelievers smarter than God, but you can't save yourself from hell.
That's right. Amen.
Hey, Carl.
Do they really win the debate when they go to hell afterwards?
Wait, Keeson has a question for
Smarter
Carl.
than God, but you can't stop sickness and death.
I was
Wait,
just wanted.
Carl.
I just wanted to
Keeson
ask.
has a question.
Yeah. Hey, Carl.
Yeah.
I was just gonna ask you how old you were.
Get your bitch ass on.
Huh?
Yeah. What you talking about, Wiz? Get out of here.
Why would you say that?
You know, K-Son was a bitch ass.
Kick rocks, motherfucker.
Oh, gay ass question.
What?
I want to know how old you are. Get your bitch ass on.
Okay.
Sexual ass questions.
You know,
Jason, I don't think I've ever seen you so roasted.
me personally, I'm a part of the body of Christ, and
You ain't part of
no,
shit.
we're gonna kick you out.
You ain't part of
That's the
shit.
part of the body of the Christ you won't be part of is the bitch ass.
Carl,
Apparently.
you're getting kicked out of the body of Christ.
Yeah, how do you feel about
You
that
better-
one, buddy?
You break up Keeson, you're sorry.
There's no way you're like.
Carl, why are you so
They've literally
upset?
changed it to what's your dream vacation. I love it.
I want to see one of you atheists burn one finger on live just one time. Just
One
show us
finger? You want us to burn a finger?
Yeah, just show us you're not scared.
Carl,
Why would we?
Carl, you joined the live. Now look at the prompt and engage. Where's your dream vacation?
Wait, I have lighters
changed
in
it.
my room.
You've changed our world.
Yeah, we changed the prompt. So, what's your dream vacation?
Dude, I'm so. Why is he asking people to light their finger on fire?
Because he wants us to experience just a little taste of hell.
My house, that's my dream vacation for the whole week.
I have lighters in my room.
Carl, why are you so upset, buddy?
Why you so sick, buddy? Get your emotional ass.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Why are you guys all getting roasted? Fight back.
I don't
No,
know.
He's doing.
He's
He's
honestly
doing good.
No, this is better.
Carl's the kind of guy that I would just like to fuck with all day and watch his reactions.
Yeah.
Oh,
Carl, do
for
you,
unbelievers. Hey, I got something for all you unbelievers. I want you
We all believe.
to do something
All
30
believers.
days. I want you to do something 30 days, all unbelievers. We're going to see if you can make it 31 days. What I want y'all to do is don't touch anything with God's name on it.
what?
Don't touch nothing with God's name on it, like in the dollar bill.
He's just. He's presupposing that God made everything or something like that.
Like the
He's
dollar
gonna
all
say that
these-
God's name is on everything.
I was going to say,
Right.
I've never seen Yahweh written on anything.
Like the dollar
Wow.
bill says, in God we trust.
Does that
like
mean I
that?
can't-
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh
don't
shit!
touch
You
it.
guys are cooked. You
Yeah,
guys
he
can't
got-
touch
he-
money for
he got
30
y'all
fucking
there.
days.
Wait, is
We're
it
not
God or
gonna-
his name? Like, is it Yahweh?
Don't touch God
Sir,
food.
just use a debit card.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Right.
can I use
Yeah,
it?
No
you-
cash for.
Okay, how can you use a debit card without money?
Yeah, but
Well,
like
'cause I'm not touching
the
the
debit
money.
card
There's
doesn't
no- I'm not
say
touching
you
it.
have to
How can
trust
you
on
use a
it.
debit card without money?
Because I'm not touching the money.
All my money's on cards.
How can your money be on a card without?
Worms, you don't have any cash to use.
Like I say, don't touch nothing with God's name on it. Don't touch his food. Don't touch his water. And we gonna see if your rust ass can make it 31
Wait.
days.
There's God's written on water.
Your ass gonna be healed over somewhere.
Where's God written on the water?
Yeah, where's my Avion say Yahweh on it?
Okay, where do you think the water come from? The ground?
Sink?
The what? The ground?
Yeah.
In the sink? Yeah. Actually, probably two old people in Colorado in a bathtub probably filling up the water bottles would be my guess. But
Okay, look. I mean, I believe that God created everything. I just think this is very silly, Carl.
What?
I believe that God created all things. I just think what you're saying is very silly.
No, now it's silly because your bitch ass can't go to the mall.
That's right.
Oh,
Oh, that's right. I mean, I could go to the mall.
Nah,
But
you
no.
gonna be doing the shopping.
Is it because I'm a woman?
there's a
I
mall
see.
baby eat chili
That's
fries.
one thing about it, boy. You tell them women they can't touch God's money, they backtrack.
That's true. Bitches
Leave.
love money. That's for sure.
I just realized something. It might be so obvious though.
What?
A Platonist can't think that God created all things.
Why?
Well, because they believe in yeah. Okay.
They believe
I've
all things are
always
fine.
thought about that, like because they would think numbers would be eternal or whatever.
Well, I thought about that just a
Women
sec,
do be shopping.
and then I remember
Platonic,
reading that in a book, and I'm just now realizing that's what I read.
case on platonic objects are causally effete, and you would have no epistemic access to them. That worldview.
Look,
is
I'm not a
after-
Platonist. I'm not a Platonist.
Okay, well, whatever the hell stupid secular philosophy you talk about is dumb.
Well,
I just don't understand why we can't stay on topic. Dream vacations. I mean, we all came here for dream vacations.
Yeah, and
I
just
came
wanna
here
know
to
what
talk to
Kyle
Sir.
thinks.
I have my dream vacation photo up here. It was when I was staring at fireworks with my girlfriend, and we were on edibles at a theme park.
If you leave that stuff up there, you ain't gonna have no guests.
I can't understand you. You sound like
you
a
either.
50-year-old smoking weirdo.
You sound
Man,
like
Carl just finds a way to bring
You sound like
up
your
hell
husband.
any chance he gets.
you sound like your husband rubbing on your behind. No, seriously though.
Carl, did you just call
Speaking of
me
your
gay?
husband, speaking of your husband, can you sing that song "Booty Wop" for us?
Booty wop?
Yeah.
What's
Remember
that?
you singing that song?
I don't know that song.
We ain't talking to you. I'm talking about the boy. Girly man.
Booty wop, booty wop.
Sing that, Desert.
Carl, do you want me to sing Amazing Grace for you?
Let me help him. Let me start it for you. Wop wop booty wop. Go ahead.
Carl, how much have you had to drink today?
Me and your mother was at the happy hour.
Oh,
Figured it out. You figured it out.
We went to Mama's. That's
Yeah.
You figured out how many drinks she had. I had just as many she had.
yeah.
How many is
She had
that?
a tall
She tried to
glass of
drink the
Carl,
damn
didn't
bar
she?
up. She tried to drink the whole bar up.
Yeah.
Carl, so you're saying you're drunk?
Mishu, watch your language. God damn.
All right, Carl. Thank you for coming up. We appreciate it.
All right, bye.
Oh, he actually left.
Oh, wow. That's all it took? That's cool.
Good job.
Oh, hot Carl.
He's actually pretty funny. I enjoy him.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
You got to be a mod after all.
My favorite part is when he told Kason to shut his bitch ass up.
Let's trade him for Perk.
And fuck Sage, too.
Slurms, what are you eating?
Reese's.
Just boys being boys. Booty wop, booty wop.
I got leftover Easter candy.
We
Easter
went to a video game arcade. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I want to hear.
We went to a video game arcade on some edibles too. It was so much fun. I went in a massage machine chair, and then her and I squeezed into a tiny little rocket that just kind of like rocks back and forth, meant for infant children.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, it was so silly. But it was still working. It's just two grown-ass adults and
Look,
the little
Slurms,
rocket
we're so bitter, right? That like we can't just like be happy for people who are like
What is
we're so rotten inside.
Well, honestly, like, that's so cute. That's awesome. I'm happy for
Can you
you.
make me big screen so I can talk about the vacation me and Sir went on?
Yes, please. Oh, please. Oh gosh.
God.
So about a year
Come on.
ago,
Are you there, sir?
me and Sir took a trip to the Arctic, and we were observing polar bears, and we got this nice photo. As you can see, it's standing there, kind of like
Why does
posted
he
up.
look disappointed to be standing next to you?
I don't know, but it started posting up on us. That's why Sir's behind me. He had to stand behind me while I kind of like scared off the polar bear. But other than that, it was a very fun time.
But the bears.
Oh, I see. So he was just scared of the polar bear.
Yeah.
But Sir is in between you and that bear.
Communicate with the bear since he's bipolar.
Is Sir even here?
Sir, where are you?
These aren't real photos, guys. I wasn't
What?
really there.
Why would you?
What?
What?
Oh, happy.
That's news to me.
Yeah.
Photo denier.
I have about 4 more.
Let's see him.
Yes, please.
I have a photo from NASA of
more
a
of these?
UFO.
Oh my god.
Where is it at? Here it is.
Oh, I feel sick.
You ate
Damn
all
it.
the Easter candy?
Too much candy.
No. That's what happens.
Well, it's a giant egg shaped, you know, it's a giant chocolate shaped like the size of an egg. It's a lot of calories and sugar there.
I'm not eating chocolate eggs.
What are you eating?
Right now, I'm eating little Reese's cups.
Oh.
I feel sick.
I can't find the one where we
The
went.
same fucking picture.
I can't find the one where we went to the jungle. Like,
Kason, are you buried in ice there?
yeah, that's why my neck's poking out like that. Don't mind the seatbelt. But yeah, we were just looking at the 2 polar bears right there, and then we took a trip to the jungle after that.
I can hate all of you.
Sure.
I was actually kind of surprised Sir chose to wear a t-shirt. I thought he was gonna like put on like a long sleeve at least or something, but
Yeah.
as you can see, I have my hoodie on.
Yeah, a hoodie would suffice.
Yeah.
Thick.
Do you remember whenever me and you went to the Sahara Storms?
No.
How I can make some of that.
Pictures.
The time this takes.
I like how he didn't even hide it. He was like, I can make some of that real quick.
Do you have any pictures when you visited the atheist burning in hell?
They will soon. When they're in hell.
Any minute now.
Now, I came on this panel originally because I was having a very bad day and I wanted to hear Sir's voice, but now he's on mute.
Yeah, what's going on down there, sir? Well, I'm watching Friday Night SmackDown, so.
Bro.
Why is it? I feel like every single day.
SmackDown every single day.
Friday. No, Friday Night SmackDown only happens on Fridays. What's the one that's on Mondays? Monday Night Raw. Oh. And that's on Fridays. No, Friday Night SmackDown. All right. Yeah.
Conversation, sir. I did some research on the authorship of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, and I found that they were authored by Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John.
What? What did he say?
Oh, he's gone. Runner.
Runner, he's a track star.
Corrupts people's minds.
And I want to see this picture of you and Storms in the Sahara.
Find it. All right, he's got a lot of photos in his vacation folders.
Do you have any more pictures from your amazing vacation, Kason?
You guys want to see more fireworks?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay.
Storms and I are very bitter.
Wait, so have you not know that I'm now reading at an 8th grade level?
Honestly, like taking edibles and going to an arcade would be awesome.
It was awesome. We do it quite often.
That's pretty lit.
Yeah, she works at Disney, so we can get into a lot of cool arcades at the hotels and stuff like that.
In high school, my dad was like, the only reason you drink and smoke is so people will laugh at your stupid jokes.
Yeah, that's actually some good advice, though.
Arms, guys.
I could use some nicotine right now.
I prefer what the Hebrews call cannabisum.
Why not? Wait, have you tried the? I'm not sure if I can say that word on TikTok, but like the schmicotine gum.
Can't say nicotine now? What is it?
I think you can say nicotine. Say it.
But
No,
have
I
you
mean,
tried it
I'm
then?
fine. I'm just cold turkey. It's just like sometimes, I just really want them.
Chew on celery.
Ooh, chew on celery.
I wouldn't do that, like, ever.
You don't eat celery?
What's peanut butter? Yeah.
Celery juice.
Where the fuck are these vacations?
Hello.
Where are the vacation photos? You want to see photos of
I'm
Nigeria?
about to make another peanut butter sandwich.
Yo, who eats peanut butter these days?
So bad.
Which one's you and which one's sir?
No, I'm kidding.
Where did Sir go?
He left.
Oh my
He
god.
said BBL.
Be back later.
BBL.
Oh, is that what that means?
BBL Drizzy.
Thought about being a nuisance streamer?
What's that?
Like Johnny Somali?
Oh no, hell no, dude. I cannot do that, man. Like, and get arrested? No, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Since Cason's not going to show any more vacation photos, I'm leaving.
I have another one up here.
I said Cason.
Oh. These aren't actual vacation photos.
Wait, I feel like you used to sound like a normal person. Why do you sound like this now? I remember you.
Are you talking to Howell?
I will. Whatever.
Me?
Yeah, you've come on panels as like debating and like a serious. I don't know. I'm not used to this.
That's just because I always say greetings, salutations, fellow Earthlings when I go on a live. I just didn't do that this one.
I don't know. It seems like this doesn't even seem like the same person.
I don't know how.
Well, if Wit and Sir are gone, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Sure, I might
Well, we don't like you anyway.
We don't
I might
like
take a
you.
nap.
We don't like your kind
Well,
of
fuck
rat.
you. I hope you die.
We
Okay,
don't
okay,
like
well.
your kind of rat. Damn.
He's joking. He's joking. We all love each other here.
Yeah, I got it. I like the satire here.
Yeah. Okay. I'm glad that you recognize it's satire. Don't take it seriously.
Of course. Oh, I'm pressing charges.
Damn. I think I might go take a nap, to be honest. There's not really much today, but today was just like fun Friday. Not really doing debates or any religious anything. Just chilling, having chill days. But I'll see you guys around. Thank you guys for being here. I love all of you guys. Always.